We know that the main components of the cardiovascular system are blood vessels, blood and heart. Blood vessels are the tubular networks that carry blood towards and away from the heart. Then blood is a fluid connective tissue that can be deoxygenated or oxygenated. And the heart is the central dual pump that pumps blood in the systemic and pulmonary circulation. Now, what happens during cardiovascular circulation? For our convenience, we have divided this heart into the right side and the left side. And in between, we have these lungs and a bundle of vascular tubes. Now, what happens is that deoxygenated blood that lacks oxygen and carries waste as well. I am presenting it in blue color. This deoxygenated blood is carried to the right side of the heart. To be more specific, it enters the right atrium from the rest of the body through the network of vessels. And we know these vessels are called veins and venules. Through the right atrium to the right ventricle, this deoxygenated blood is carried to pulmonary circulation, where it comes in contact with alveoli directly through the pulmonary capillaries. It gets oxygen from alveoli and exchanges carbon dioxide and wastes with alveoli. That is later removed by expiration. And now the cleansed and oxygenated blood, marked with a red arrow, returns back to the heart, but this time on the left side, or specifically left atrium. Then, from left atrium to the left ventricle. It moves out of the heart through aorta, giving rise to another network of vessels called arteries. Arteries further branch out into arterioles. Then, at the level of tissues, these arterioles give rise to capillaries, where gaseous and small molecular exchange occurs between capillaries and tissues. As a result, tissues get oxygen and required nutrients, and in return release wastes and carbon dioxide into the blood, making it deoxygenated again. This deoxygenated blood then moves from capillaries into the small venules. These venules merge to form veins, and veins again carry that deoxygenated blood back to the heart, and this whole cycle continues. This was a complete overview of the circulation of blood. That was very necessary to understand our main topic. Let us summarize what we learned from here. So, in total, how many vessels are involved here? These are veins that are carrying deoxygenated blood toward the heart. Arteries that are carrying oxygenated blood away from heart. Arterioles that are its branches. Then capillaries that are the main site of exchange. Then venules that are arising from capillaries. That again then merge into veins. So here we have 5 main vessel types. Here, the next important point to remember is that the right side of the heart deals with deoxygenated blood, blue color to memorize it, and left side deals with the oxygenated blood, marking it red for memorization. This is complete blood circulation, but the area of our concern in today's video is the one involving capillaries, where we know the exchange takes place between tissues and blood. Because today we will learn about how this gaseous and chemical exchange occurs at the tissue level, and what is the driving force behind that. And we will get answers to these questions under microcirculation. We know micro refers to very small or tiny. That is referring to the smallest blood vessels. And we know among all vessel types, capillaries are the smallest vessels. So, microcirculation is defined as the circulation of blood in the smallest vessels of circulatory system. Or, microcirculation refers to the flow of blood through the minute blood vessels such as arterioles, mainly terminal arterioles, capillaries, that are actual exchange site, and venules, mainly terminal venules. Or we can say it involves vessels with a diameter of less than 20 micrometer. But among these vessels, capillary circulation forms the major part of microcirculation. As the human body contains about 10 billion capillaries, and so they provide the largest surface area for circulation. After this brief introduction, let us have a look at what we are going to talk about in this video. First, we will discuss the anatomical structures involved in microcirculation. Then, we will look at its detailed physiology, and we'll learn how pressure plays a role here. And lastly, we will learn about the role of lymphatics in association with microcirculation.
Explore our extensive library of over 1,800 video lectures to learn about a wide range of topics. Only on sqadia.com.